EA Sports. It's in the game.
Now then, welcome back to another episode of FIFA 16, and today we are starting something epic. We are starting a manager's career in the United States of America. I figured as most of my viewers are American, I should try and do some American soccer in the Major League Soccer tournament. And I've been looking through all of these teams and thinking about what's what and who's who and what should I pick and all that. And there are some players on these teams that I recognise. Let's have a quick see through here. I know that on the LA Galaxy, there are players like Steven Gerrard, semi-retired and moved to America to play for LA Galaxy. A bit like, a bit like David Beckham did for Manchester United. Montreal Impact, I believe there's somebody cool on there that I recognise. Or is it that Lampard moves there? I think Lampard moves there from Chelsea. And we've got Didier Drogba moves into one of them as well. Is it the Earthquakes? No. The Sporting K, Toronto. Oh, it's the New Yorks, isn't it? The New Yorks. LA Galaxy, New England. New York Red Bulls. There we go. And Didier Drogba is supposed to join them. Sean Wright-Phillips is a striker on their team as well, by the looks of it. So there's quite a few English top name semi-retireders. Oh, there's New York City, Lampard. There he is. He's in there. So we'll figure those ones out. I'm not 100% sure who moved to where, to be honest, but we'll see what goes on. Now, I've been looking through and also checking out the star ratings and what they've got. Now, LA Galaxy is a 3.5. Most of the others are a 3. There's another couple of 3.5 star teams, like Seattle Sounders, another good team at 3.5. Toronto, another good team at 3.5. And so I was thinking, what's going to be a challenge? I don't really want to go for one of the top teams. So I decided I would have a go with something that says England in the title. Even though it's an American team, New England, I'm going to have a go with the New England guys. And I quite fancy the team. I've had a look at the team and I'm quite pleased with the team. I like it. So I'm going to give those a go. What we're going to do is, I've recently had an issue with playing on the professional difficulty level. The professional difficulty level is a little bit too easy after a little while, after a bit of practice. So we're going to go world class. I don't think I'm ready for legendary just yet. So we're going to go for world class difficulty. Half length, well, because this is more of a management sim, I'm going to be doing a lot of behind the scenes work on the players and getting the team sorted out. So I'm going to keep the match length down to a minimum, 4 minutes and a half. Financial strictness, I don't really know, so I'll leave it at default lenient and see how that works. We'll go for currency dollars so you can all stay on and understand. The stadium, yes. Squads, let's download the latest, yes. And disable first summer transfer window. We're going to leave the first summer transfer window, although, actually, I don't think I'll be doing any transfers first season. So I'm going to disable the first summer transfer window. When do we start, though? I'll best leave it on. Best leave it as not disabled, just to make sure we're okay with that. But yeah, that'll do. So we'll advance from there. Everything looks pretty good, and we should be okay. Okay, so first up in FIFA 16, there's been this pre-season tournament thing added. So we're allowed to participate in a pre-season friendly tournament to get extra money for doing well in the tournament. So we're going to see what we've got. We've got an International Cup, which looks like it's mostly American teams. A Champions Trophy, which looks like it's all American teams. And the North American All-Stars Trophy, which looks like it's some South American teams as well. The biggest prize is in the South American, or rather the North American. So where all those other teams are, I don't know, because they're not part of the main game. The Invitational Cup seems to be against teams that we will be playing against in our league. So let's go for the maximum money. and head on out to the North American All-Stars Trophy. Okay, so the one thing of note that I found in my emails was that the board of directors for the New England would like to see a domestic cup run. So we want to have a good cup run and reach at least the quarterfinals. So I've got to bear that in mind when I'm choosing teams for the matches. Alrighty, well, I have a good team. It's not too bad. I've had a good look through. Been checking it out. And these are the guys that I've picked out for my training scheme, as it were. These final three are all good hopefuls, and they're all in my first team. So my centre-back is equal to the elder centre-back, and this guy's got good potential, promising player. So he's young. I'm going to keep him training all the way through Season 1, and hopefully have a very good, solid defender for future seasons. My left midfielder, again, a young, pacey, pretty good player. He's already at a 67 rating. Not bad at all. The best left midfielder that I've got, to be honest. I'm going to keep him training through the season as well. And also my star striker. One of the better players on the team. One of the better strikers on the team. Nearly a 69 rating, equal to Davies, who is another player on the team, who's a striker. But this guy is a promising youngster. So I'm dealing with these three promising youngsters mainly. And they have key roles on the team for the whole season. So I'm hopefully going to keep these training up all season as well. The other couple, this is like my third goalkeeper. But he's a young, promising goalkeeper. The goalkeepers I've got are fairly old. I don't want to say that they're too old. But the goalkeepers I've got currently are fairly old. So unless I replace this guy in the future, I'm going to need him for some future season. So I want to get him the best goalkeeper I can. Homegrown talent. And then we've got this centre attacking midfielder. Now I've got a couple of good centre midfielders. I've got a couple of good centre attacking midfielders already up in the 70s. Playmakers, goal scorers. So this guy is he's up there with the good players, but he's not quite good enough to make it to the first team. So I've decided to give him some training for a little while, maybe even loan him out, and then see how he gets on in the future, because he's another promising young player. I'm going to simulate all of their training to start off with. I don't want to do any of the training myself. I find the training irritating and boring. Not bad. Not bad at all. We got some good results there. Nice. Okay, so overall, I'm quite pleased with that, especially with my defender going up with an A rating on defending. It was a bronze skill level, though, so I'm guessing he walked it, because he's a pretty good defender already. On another note, I've been going through the starting lineups, and I've made two team sheets. The default team sheet I've made as a 4-4-2. Now, the reason I've gone with 4-4-2 is not because it's the best formation in the world, but it does suit the player positions and the best players I've got in my team. So with a 4-4-2 position, I have the options on a 4-4-2 to switch it to 4-4-2 holding, keep it as 4-4-2 flat, go with a 4-4-2 diamond, because I do have an attacking centre midfielder and a defensive centre midfielder who are playing centre midfield. I've also got the wide diamond, because I've got the wingers on the side, the good left wing and the right wing. We've got the options to drop back the defenders. We've got the options to bring forwards the defenders on a more of an attacking. We've got a lot of 4-4-2 options for switching the position around without switching the team around. So that's why I've gone with the squad on the 4-4-2 flat like that. So I can choose in the match to change the formation, and it won't affect the team composition, the actual players on the pitch. The substitute wise down here, I have taken to removing the goalkeepers, so I don't have the goalkeeper, my second Knighton, on my subs bench. If on the very, 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 very rare occasion that a goalkeeper gets injured, then the whole match is stuffed, because I don't have a substitute for the goalkeeper who gets injured. So I've taken him out. And as you can see here as well, I've got these two central midfielders who are decent stats, but on the reserves out the way, because I've already got good replacements for Jones, who's a 76, and Nahum, who's a 74. And I've got a 65 and I've got a 63 as cover for their positions. A 63 and a 68. Caldwell is a pretty good player, but again, I'm thinking of loaning him out for starters because the central defensive role, I think I'm going to use Dorman up as a reserve for Jones, who's my central defensive midfielder. So, anyway, that is the basic team default, as it were, with lots of options for moving things around and lots of options in my subs bench for changing things up depending on situations. And then my other formation is a more of an attacking formation, which brings on Bunbury on the right wing, who's normally sitting on the subs bench, but when I feel like I need to go all out attack, I'm throwing Bunbury out there on the right wing. My star striker here also works on the left midfield, so I've thrown him on the left wing and try and encourage him there. And Davis is then the lone gunman at the front, the target man, with my central defensive midfielder and central attacking midfielder in the right places, and my left mid and right mid in the right places over there. But I've cut back to have 3 at the back. Hall here, who's normally my right back, can also function as a centre back. So I push it down to 3 centre backs, leaving him on the right. So we've got a 4-defender situation here, with one of them being a midfielder, and basically a 6-man attack squad to try and get the goals forward as best we can, and then collect any balls that come in towards the goalkeeper, and then quickly get back out to counter-attack. That's the plan for the attacking formation. Now, the attacking formation doesn't leave a lot of options for room to manoeuvre or change. I've got right backs and left backs, and I've got no position for them. But they cross over, and they could potentially slip in case we've got a problem. Left midfield, I could use. The left back, I could bring him on again, and Dorman and midfielders. Only if I change the position do I really have a subs bench as such. So I can go all out for the first half with this formation, and then maybe switch to the 4-4-2 and either pick a diamond or a wide or some other maybe defensive if we're in the lead already, and try and hold off any counter-attacks in the second half. I do have a couple of players who have been added in from the kind of like the season, the pre-season. These have been generated for me. Timmy and Tyler. They are overall rating of 51 each. So they're not really going to see any time on the team. And they're aged 21 and 22. So they're not really young enough to be amazingly potentials. They don't have very good stats or anything. So maybe, just maybe, the goalkeeper and a few of the other youngsters will be kicking around for a little while. Like, I've got a 23-year-old. There's Knighton, who's actually 29. He's my second keeper. Okul, 21, a 59 rating. Newman, 23, a 60-odd rating. 23, 55 rating. I've got some people that I might send out if I'm not giving them chances. Like, we've got a nice centre midfielder there, age 19, nice young lad, and he's got a 54 rating already. It kind of puts these two to shame, so I don't really know why I even got them in the team, but they're there. And that brings me to what am I going to do with transfers and the like. Well, for a start, there is no... let's go this way. There is no youth staff. I could start hiring youth teams, but I don't want the extra complication in my first season. So maybe second season I'll start dealing with the youth. My contracts-wise, I've got plenty of contracts, all good right now. I don't have to consider contracts for a long time. I've got a few here that are on 11 months. And Jermaine Jones is, well, he's on a big wage, and he's probably going to be with me for at least one more season. Same with that guy in the defence, and he's on a low wage because he's just starting out. But then we've got wages like 50,000 here, and he's good. He's going to be very good, and we're going to have to play him every season as much as possible because he's on a 3-year contract near enough. So we're going to have to deal with that. But I don't need to deal with the contracts right now either. Transfers-wise, I'm not necessarily going to sell players just yet. The season hasn't started yet, and it's a long way. We've got February, the competition, March, April, May, June. July is the first transfer window. So we've got a lot of games to play before I can even think about starting the transfers. So I'm not even going to look into transfers right now. I can't get anybody, I can't sell anybody, I can't do anything. So my global transfer network, the scouts here, I might actually try and sell them if I can. But I don't think I can get rid of scouts quite so easily. So my budget's going to be down, and I'm going to see lots and lots of people, reports and all that kind of stuff all over the place that I'm basically going to be ignoring for a little while and just checking them out steadily, just in case I've got a few that I want to keep an eye on, ready for that transfer window. But as for that, I think I'm about ready to get started on the first match.
Well, welcome to you all for what's a new initiative here, the North American All-Stars Trophy. It's a pre-season tournament, 8 teams involved, and this is a welcome to you to the first round of matches.
Yeah, it's probably the first competitive match these players have had pre-season, so they might take a bit of time to get going.
May take a bit of time to get going. That might be an understatement. I don't know how this team's going to perform. I don't know how we're going to play. I don't know how they're going to work together, whether they're going to work together at all, or whether we're going to be struggling for goals, or whether we're going to get the goals. No. Well, we've got the ball back. That's good. That's a good start. The striker's got the goal on the ball on the outside edge, and a good shot in to get the corner. It was limited in options, surrounded by defenders, had to give it a go. Not a bad little shot to start the game. Not a bad first strike. On the world-class difficulty as well, this is something that I'm not used to. In most of my career mode, I've been playing around with pro difficulty and been finding it a little bit easier than normal. Well, quick, get it. No, it's off.
Into a new club, you know from your own experience, Alan.
So, brand new club, first day as the manager, and we've got to see if we can put this team through its paces. Make sure we don't get any injuries pre-season. Play it just steady. Keep it nice and simple. Not too many things going wrong, I hope. We've got the left midfield on a go. Oh, he gets another shot on goal. That was not bad. He ran out of options. There wasn't really much I could do other than take a shot again. But still, the defence was indeed world-class, on top form there. And it goes out for a corner. So we got a second corner of the first game already. Let's just take a short ball in. Oh, and it's in for the goal. That's another corner. That was a good corner though. Pleased with that. Not too bad. Okay, let's try again, but a little bit harder to the back post this time. Oh, what was I doing with that? Well off target. Okay, well, it's back to them. 15 minutes played, and it's been all us attacking at the minute. Just keep it down, Jones. That's it. Keep it down.
Another step forward, really, in football in this part of the world.
And through again. A big cross in. No, miles away. Miles away. It's terrible cross. Never mind. We can do better. We can do better. We're keeping the attack on anyway. Just double checking the formation. Yeah, we're on a kind of a standard formation. Let's switch the formation up a little bit, and let's go into a more of an attacking version of a 4-4-2. Let's have the wide diamond. Yep, let's have the wide diamond and check that the squad's right for that. You should be over there, you should be in there, you should be over there, you should be in there, and you two as you are. Let's see if we can drill a hole down the middle. Let's go with that. and see what we can do against Veracruz. We can always switch it back to the default 4-4-2 if this doesn't work out for us any better. Just trying to keep things running smooth on my first day on the job. I want to make sure that we've got ample opportunity. The team seems to be playing nicely under this pressure. Oh, that was nearly through. Defenders managed to get hold of it. And we've got the ball back. Yes. Back in there. That's it. Left back's got it. Let's pass it through. Pass it through to the mirror and through ball. Yes, Jones. Oh, very close. The captain nearly scored in the first pre-season match. I think the formation seems to be working. So far, so good. I'm quite pleased with that. We had the people in the right places at the right time. And we're able to win the ball in needy areas. We've got a good spread. We should be able to keep them in their half a lot more with this particular formation. And let's prove it right. We've got that down the side. Yes, and we're through. Can we get some defence now, please? Can we get some defence in? Well away from goal. Forced him to try it. A long shot. A long way away. Let's give it a bit of a boot halfway up the field. Settle it down with Jones. Out to the mid. Out to the side. Hall can overlap a little bit. Up to the middle. And we can keep the run on with a striker. Can we get a cross in? And keeper gets out to it. Nice save by the keeper. Now we've just got to keep the pressure on out here in their half. Try and win the ball back. He's playing it across defence. Mani. Okay. We've got it back in their half. Oh, that was pretty close. We managed to win the ball back in their half, which is good. This gives us a strong attackers setup. We've got plenty of attackers in the right positions here. Let's see about getting this ball back now. They're not getting it out very far, are they? Their defence is a bit ragged. Running the rat. Oh. And now they're getting the counter-attack on. Now we need to settle down into a defensive position. Yes, we've got it back. Oh, he takes it out for a throw. Okay. Our throw. That's okay. That's good enough for me. Come on, people. Somebody come to me. And Jones through the middle. Yes, Jones through the middle. Play him on. Oh, he's too hard with the play through. Going to have to get used to these skill levels that they're at. Half-time? Okay. 0-0 half-time, but I feel confident that that was a good first half. I feel okay about the first half. We had some good chances. We need to win, really, though. We do need to win. But their staminas are looking good. So we'll keep the same team, same formation. They're making a change. Don't know how their formation's going to shape up. We will get a goal this half. I'm sure of it. Okay, here we go. We've had our chances. Now let's pass it around a little bit. Make sure we get it through. Jones is going through the middle there. He can beat some men. Yep, he's pretty good at that. Through ball to the attacker, Davis, and oh, way too hard. I let it loose too hard. Oh, that was a good chance. That was a good play through, good chance, and I messed it up. There we go, Jones again. Jermaine Jones. Make the most of him while he's still on the team. He's going to be around all season, I should think, but oh, the new striker. And we've got it back. Good. Rowe's got it back on the side. Out to Jermaine Jones again. And we're going to get it through and forward. Rush on the defence. And Jermaine Jones for goal. Yes! 1-0 by the captain. Show him how it's done, captain. That's the way forward. It was all him as well. It was all his move. The defence didn't stand a chance. He's got pace. He's got skill. And at the end, he managed to score the goal as well. Very good way to begin. What a way. Lead by example. Good job, Cap.
Has opened the scoring. 1-0 here.
Okay, so now I'm breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. Just relax down a little bit. Just making sure that we get what's going on in the right places at the right time. Our attack... Ooh, that was running straight into it all the way through. That was never going through. I've got to be more cautious going through the middle like that. Jermaine Jones obviously can dribble it through the middle. He's got all the skills in the world for this level of play anyway. We're going to need some bigger, better players in the future, but for right now, we've up against teams of similar ilk, so therefore we should be able to maintain a good status quo. Now let's give the defenders a chance to have a run with them. Right. Out to the side. Yep. Cut it in. Left mid, going up the side there, and through ball. Straight through to the attacking team, and... Oh, he kept it out. That was a good shot. I was quite pleased with that shot. Good run, good shot, but still the goalkeeper managed to get something on it. Gives us a corner. Rowe kicks it in, and... Yes! That's a defender for you. Great start. 2-0 on world-class difficulty as well. This is showing me what this team can do. Alright, let's restart the match and let's get this game underway. Martinez, we want the ball off you. Thank you. Let's just keep pressure on. Keep pressure on. We'll keep with this formation for now as well. Actually, no, we're going to change our formation. We're going to drop back into a more of a defensive holding role for the 4-4-2. So we've got the default attack. We've got 4-4-2 holding. We're going to drop back a little bit in the 4-4-2 holding roles. We'll get him back over to that side. We'll get him back over to that side. And we'll keep these guys in their positions. I may even give the striker a bit of time out. Yeah, let's give the striker a little day of rest and swap their sides over. See if we can do something good there. And any more rest time needed. We could bring the defensive midfielder on instead of the attacking midfielder. And then switch to a holding pattern and try and defend a little bit more. We can drop down to a defensive team strategy and just try and keep the ball, hold the ball, make sure we don't lose the game at this late stage. We're done well enough. I don't need the team to play any better than they've been playing already. We've got another chance here though. Let's cross it in. Oh, that was not a very good place for this striker to be, but still, that's his positioning skill for you at this stage of the game. We shall cut down any attacks that they bring to us. Run it. Good. Yes. You got it. Nice job. Well done. Big kick through. Oh, come on. Why was he not on top of that ball? Okay, well. Bunbury passes it out to Davis. Davis is on the strikes.
Oh, he's totally.
Oh, what a goal! Did you see that for an awesome diving header? The sub on with his second touch of the ball. Amazing. I thought I could go for the shot. I was down the side there. I was clean on goal. Otherwise, into the box. The keeper hadn't come off his line. I thought I'd give it a go. That keeper should have had that though. That was probably just a little surprise attack. He was not expecting that at all. Well, good job for doing that dive though, bud. Good job for doing that dive. Alright, so now we've very, very defensive. We don't need to worry about attacking anymore whatsoever. But we'll just keep the pressure on them. We won't let them let up at all. Is that a throw in for us? No. Okay, we'll just keep behind them. We'll just stay the right side of the ball. We'll just make sure that they're not going to get through this with a consolation prize. And yeah. Okay. We've got it back. Nice one, Jones. Nice one. Pass it upfield to Hall. Cut across. Cut across, give him some space. And give the striker some space.
2 more minutes to play of added time. He might be through.
And our left mid's got a cross on. Another cross.
Well by the defender. That's a good cross.
Dorman. Oh, just rolls it across past the goal. Oh well. We keep the pressure on, and if we could score another goal, that's pretty good.
Well, he got enough power. Let's say that it's finished.
That was an epic goal, though, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm going to be talking about that one in the highlights reel. Okay, so we're at 90 minutes. There is nothing more to be done, so let's go to the next one. Awesome. First match, first victory on world class as well. The team came together very well. I'm very pleased with the performances, very pleased with the formation. Nobody took any injuries, which is very good pre-season as well. And we won, which is all important. We won 3-0, which is a pretty good start. I think we just had to wear the keeper down. Just had to wear him out a little bit. I think that's where it came down to. And the player rating, Jermaine Jones gets an 8.3 performance. Good, good. I think he's probably the man of the match. Very, very nice. So overall, we did the best in the group stage. There we go. And let's see what the office has to say about that. That scout update from Italy still. That's all it is. Okay, let's advance on to the next fixture. The trophy again, and this time we're against Pasto, Deportivo Pasto. But that will be next episode, folks. And there's some more scout reports that I will have a check at between episodes. But that is it for the first episode in my manager career. Thank you very, very much for watching. I will see you very, very soon. And if you haven't seen my player career, check out the link in the annotation to the right about now. I will see you in the next episode of FIFA 16. Thank you, and goodbye.
EA Sports. It's in the game.